Excellent. Okay. So the point, of course, is again that you had to think about what was going on, okay, and recognize that if you are getting bogged down on something, get off it. All right? Because if this costs you 6 questions at the end, then you've lost 6 marks to save that one, and that's crazy talk, right? Okay. What is the angle along the ground? So which triangle is that? The 3781 or the 6 and 89? 3781. 3781. And I need the angle as east of north. Well, which of these is north? 37 or the 81? 37. Where's east? To the right. So I need this angle here, yes? So my theta is x, what I don't know. My opposite is 81, and my adjacent is 37. What do I use to find an angle? Shift tan. 81 over 37, and I get it to be what? 65 degrees. East of north. So what direction did I start looking in? North. How far did I adjust? 65 degrees. In what direction? East. Everybody cool? Everyone cool? Okay? If you only have the 65, I'm okay. This is better, though. All right? Everything's worth 2. Just make everything worth 2. It's easier. 2, 2. The angle of elevation of the plane. Didn't we say the first page was all 1?
Yes. Yeah.
Sure. I mean, the first page is all one-step things. You don't even have to draw the triangles. So everything else is 2. Angle of elevation of the plane. Is this the 3187 or is this the 6 and 89? 6 and 89. On the ground, it was 89.2, if I'm not mistaken, or 89.1, whatever it was. I don't exactly remember. And up was 6. But there's your theta. So it's shift tan of 89 over 6. Or 6 over 89, sorry, opposite over adjacent. And it was 4 degrees. Right? Everybody cool? Okay. Now, anybody got any more questions about the airport? We can move on? All right. I'm going to shrink this down a little bit so more fits on the screen. Is that okay? Yeah. All right. Height of the tree. That's only this triangle. Right? I only need that. So it's O, A, and theta. Right? So it's tan 32 equals O over 52. So it's 52 tan 32 to get 32.5. Okay? What? Yeah, everything's out of 2. Total distance from the bottom of the canyon to the top of the tree. That's this one. Right? So that's tan 67 equals opposite O over 52. 52 tan 67 gets me, what was it, 122.5? Now, what do I got to do with those two numbers? Add them up. So it's 155. Right? Excellent. Give yourself a total on that page out of 10-ish. 10-ish, anyone?
Yeah.
Tennis, anyone? 10-ish, anyone? The C, Parveen. It weed. 2 trees are 100 meters apart. 100. Tree 1. Tree 2. From a point midway. So how long is each triangle? 50. 8. 13. Now, here's the trick. What's the question asking?
How much taller?
How much taller one tree is than the other. Okay? When you do the work, you're going to find 2 heights, aren't you? what are your choice A and B on your provincial going to be? Those two heights. Understand? So, what are they? Is it tan? What is it? Tan, sine, cos, or tan? Tan. Excellent. So it's tan 8 equals T2 over 50, and tan 13 equals T1 over 50. Right? Then we do the math, and what do we find out? Pardon me? One's 11.5 and the other one's 7, right? So it's a 4.5 meter difference. Everyone cool?
It says to the nearest centimeter.
Oh, okay, so it's a to the nearest centimeter, then,
450.
well, is it? Or is it like 4.517? It's 4.51, so it's 451 then, right? Because it's near centimeter. Okay, I don't have the calculations in front of me. I'm trusting you guys. I can do them very quickly on my calculator, right? Not that one, because it's been all scratched off. On this one, 50 tan 8 minus 50 tan 13, 4.516, so it's 4.52. So it's 452 centimeters, exactly. Cool? If you had 451, give yourself 1.5. Okay, Curtis Point. Map question, yeah? So this is kind of hard to see, so I am going to zoom in on this. Armstrong Point, Roberts Point, blah, 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 blah. Fernie Island is 1750 meters north of Roberts Point. So here is Fernie Island. And that is 1750. Everyone agree? Straight north. A sailboat leaves Robert Point at a bearing of 16 degrees. North is 0. How do we count? Right or left from 0? Right. So this goes out here to Coal Island, then over to Fernie, and then back. Right? So where's the 16? Right in here, yeah? 16. Everyone cool with that? I want to know the total distance. So I need all three sides, don't I? I already have one of them. So it is, my theta is 16. How do I get my hypotenuse? I have an adjacent of what? 1750, and I need my h, yeah? So it's cos 16 equals 1750 over h, right? Then I divide, and my h is what? 1820. Cool. And my and then I need this side. How many options do I have to find this side? Can I use Pythagoras? Can I use sine? Can I use cos? Can I use cos to find the last side? You could if you use this angle, right? Because that's 16, so that must be 76, right? So could you use cos? Could you use tan? Right? You have all those options. Do I care which one you use? No. I personally would use tan because I already had 16 and 1750. Understand? So tan of 16 is, and I'm going to run into here where it's dark, so I'm going to change to red. Tan of 16 is opposite O over 1750. 1750 times that is something like 500-ish. 501, and then you add up all three, right? What did you add it up to? 4,000-ish. I'm perfectly happy with that. Whatever you have, as long as it's around 4,000. Everybody good? Okay, 2 marks. Now I got to use the same map, so I'm going to erase everything on the map. The next one is Curtis Point. It's 800 meters north of Armstrong Point. So Curtis, here's Armstrong Point, There's Curtis Point, 800. Everybody cool? Yeah? Then I go over to Kingfisher Point, don't I? I go over to, I leave Armstrong. Oh, shoot, I should have drawn that 800 over here. Then the sailboat goes over here to Kingfisher, then over there. Now, why is this tricky? It says it's going on a bearing of 307, yes? Well, straight north is 0, but what is it also? 360. So 307 must be 53 degrees, right? So this here is 53. Everybody cool with that? Everybody understands it? And then we just do regular trig, yes? Right? You're going to use I'll get it. Cos and tan, right? What is the answer? Go for Myers. It shouldn't be. Is it trig? Does it say trigonometry on the front in giant bold-faced type? I think that's Elmore's. I'm sure it's Elmore's. Okay. So what was the answer? Just the total. To do all three? So that's 800. And you're telling me the whole thing is 1,000? Right? No, I'm not trying to be mean, Hannah, but this is a perfect example of, like, you got to think about it, right? If this is 800, this has to be longer than 800, so there's no way the whole trip can be only 1,000. Do you understand what I'm saying? So even if you've done the work with your calculator and you have an answer, you need to double check it, right? Because it can't possibly only be 1,000. Do you understand? Please understand I am also not putting you down, right? And it's a danger that you guys fall into because they gave you your calculators too young. And as a result, you don't have faith in your own math. You believe your calculator before you believe yourself. So, does somebody have an answer for this for me? Because I'm going all the way around the second triangle. I got tan of 53. And, oh no, I got to start with cos. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I can do tan or cos. Tan of 53 is opposite over 800. So it's 800 tan 53, which I got to be 1329. And cos 53 was 800 over adjacent, which I got to be 1061. Look about right? And then add it all up, I get it to be 3,191-ish. Everyone cool? Making that page out of 2, 4, 6. Pardon me? Okay. Is Gerard?
Yeah, it's the opposite.
Tan of 53 opposite over 800.
No, yeah.
Oh, the answers are the other way around. Okay.
I was thinking, I was like, you can't.
Okay. I start having answers on my paper. Oh, yeah. I wrote cos. But then I wrote the dumbass. Not you guys, me. Okay, everyone's good? Okay. Okay, now, I'm going to shrink this back down. Okay, now, this question is the airport question, isn't it?
Yes.
Right? Two triangles in two different dimensions going in two different directions. Yeah? It's the same question. So, but I drew it out. Can you all see that? Did you see that little dot moving along there?
Yeah.
Or is it me?
No, I saw that.
Okay, good. I drew it for you this time. Well, I didn't. The people who made the question drew it for you this time. I just cut and pasted. Because, it's not like I couldn't do that. I just like y'all to know that I can draw that perfectly well. Just like I can draw a mermaid and an alligator and all things like that. So, blah, blah, blah. Everything is on here, yes? I want the height of the cliff. So when I do this, I go right to my drawing and I put the variable on what I need to find. Okay? I need x. Everybody cool with that? To find x, I need either two sides or a side and an angle, don't I? What do I have? I got an angle. So I need another side, right? So I got to either find a hypotenuse or this guy. Obviously, I have to find this guy, yes? Because I have an angle and a side. So there's a red triangle. I think I am losing my battle. I do not feel well, and it's not getting any better. I'm going to go home. Not right now. Yeah. Okay. So, to find that, I've got a theta of 69. I've got an A of 30, and I need an O, yes? So what is it? Tan 69 is OY over 30. So it's 30 tan 69. Now, can I wait before I go to my calculator? I can. Because this gives me Y, doesn't it? And then on this side, I have a theta of 43. I have an adjacent of 30 tan 69. And I have an O of X, don't I? Right? So if I go tan 43 equals X over 30 tan 69, I got to multiply that by that, don't I? Then I just go to my calculator once. Okay? Do you have to do it this way? Are you allowed to do it step by step? Of course you are. But bear in mind, the more times you guys transcribe from calculator to paper, the more chance you have to make an error. That's the only reason I do this way. Do you understand? Please, please, please understand that. And be aware that as you go further in math, this is more what is expected of you. Okay? Being able to follow this much, thinking this way without putting in real numbers. Everyone all right with that? So what did you get for an answer?
73.
73? 73? Everybody happy with that? 72.9, that's fine. Well, it is to the nearest meter. So, that's the other trick that they'll do on the provincial. Your calculator's going to show you 72.9782 or whatever, right? Guess what choice A will be? 72.9. Guess what choice D will be? 73, the nearest meter. Which one are some of you going to circle? A, what your calculator says. Okay? Please, please, please listen to me. I am not lying. That's how they write the test. And it's not right, and it's not testing your math ability. It's being plain and simply mean. Okay? You gotta be aware of it. Because they will say, well, that shows the kid doesn't know how to round. Whereas I say, no, that shows the kid is rushing through something because you have put an artificial time limit on it. Understand? Okay, the microwave tower is supported by guy wires. How much of this is bullpucky? All of it. What's the only thing that matters? There's a tower, and it's got a wire that goes up to it from the ground that is 9.8 meters away, and that wire is 37 degrees. Yes? Right? Now, the angle of elevation from this anchor point to the top of the tower is 58. And I want to know the height of the tower and how far from the top I have to attach this. So the height of the tower uses what theta? What's my theta for height? 58. My adjacent is 9.8 and my O is x. So it's tan 58 O over 9.8, 9.8 tan 58. That will get me the height, yes? And then I need to subtract this height, don't I? To find the difference. So I go to the black theta, which is 37. My A equals 9.8 and my O equals y. So that is going to be 9.8 tan 37. And what do I got to do with those two? Subtract them to get what for an answer? 8.3. Everybody cool? Okay, now,
Wait, it asks for another, doesn't it?
No.
How far from the top of the tower?
that's what the 8.3 is. And the height was, oh, right, it asked for the height, whatever this was. 15 point something? 15.7? Cool. So you also needed a 15.7 in there somewhere. Everyone good? All right. Now this last question came off of provincial. What's wrong with it? The degrees?
Then off of it.
Gerard, what's wrong with this question? Absolutely, that's a good one. James, what else is wrong with this question? If you don't know what a suspension bridge looks like, can you do this question? No. Do you guys know what a suspension bridge looks like? Do you know a bridge around here that is a suspension bridge? No. See? They call it the Capilano Suspension Bridge. That is a suspension bridge, but it isn't the kind that we drive over. Yeah, we have plenty.
All I know is
that
the
one-
train ones.
Golden Ears, the Port Man, Lionsgate, all suspension bridges.
It's the one
The bridge has wires holding it up because the bridge is suspended by the wires, the Alex Fraser. Okay? But if you didn't know that, it's a horrible question, isn't it? Right? So you got to be careful. Right? Now, on your provincial, could you ask a teacher what a suspension bridge is? Do you think? You can. A good teacher will tell you because they know that that doesn't affect the math. Unfortunately for you, your invigilators are often not math teachers. So they're going to look at that question and not know that they could tell you that. Do you understand what I'm saying? So sometimes some of you may be screwed on the provincial by something like this. There's nothing I can do about it unless you're lucky enough to have a math teacher or a science teacher invigilating. If you are in your provincial, the first thing you want to do is look around and look at who the teachers are that are in there watching you. Okay? And make sure you pick out who you think might be able to help you. I'm going to give you some hints. Don't ask an English or a socials teacher. Okay? It's not that they're unintelligent, but they don't do math. Understand? And on an English test, could you ask what a suspension bridge is? No, because the point of the English test is that, yeah? Everybody with me? Pick a science or a math teacher. Okay? Or Mr. Whitman, or Mr. Van B. Somebody who teaches all kinds of stuff. You with me? Okay. So, the suspension bridge goes, so the bridge goes over water, yeah? The towers of the bridge reach 135 meters above the level of the bridge. Everybody cool? So there's how many towers? 2, right? The angles of elevation measured from the center of the bridge. So here is the center, yes? Everybody cool? So I got one tower over here, I got one tower over here. One of the elevations is what? 18.65, yeah? Everybody cool? Right? And read the angles of elevation measured from the center and either end. So where does my other triangle have to go? Does it go here? Or does it go here? Which one? The left or the right? It's the one on the right, isn't it? Why? Because it is measured from either end. Everybody cool? So this is the triangle that I have. Right? Making this 10.8. Does it matter which is which?
No.
No. Not even a little bit. Everybody cool? And then once you find this distance, what do you do with it? What do you do with it?
You cut it.
Once you find this distance,
Times by 2.
multiply by 2. Because that's the center of the bridge, isn't it? Now, could you use the gift that I gave you? Can you do this with sine law? Or cosine law? Could you if you wanted to? Do you know this angle at the top? Of course you do, because you know these two, right? But you also know how tall is this? 135. So you also don't need sine law, do you? You can go find that side, then find that side, then multiply it all by 2. Right? How are you going to find this side? That's tan of 18.65, which equals 135 over x. And this side is tan of 10.8, which equals 135 over y. And then you do your math and you add it up and you multiply by 2. Right? So what is the answer? Oh, wait. Did anybody get it? Do it right.
I kind of did it right, but I
Cool.
multiplied by 2.
You forgot to multiply by 2?
I drew this Spacestation Bridge wrong, but I did the math right.
Okay. So what's the answer?
2,212.
Yeah, 2,200 and blah. Okay, because I don't care about your rounding. Cool? Everybody good? So that was out of 2, making this whole page out of 246. So that's 6, and 6 is 12, and 10 is 22, and 4 is 26. So you're going to write that on your test tomorrow, yeah?
Yep.
Class is over in like 10 minutes. I don't want to start something new. Do you guys? I don't particularly want to.
26.
Roots and powers.
Oh, yeah. That's fine.
It actually is. I quite like this unit.
Last year, I did a exponents project, and we had to write a story with exponents, and I got 100% on it.
Wait, an exponents project with exponents in the project?
No. I'm almost done.
You know what? We can play chess.
If I don't feel good tomorrow and I stay home, I will 100% finish them tomorrow.
You know your boarding English class when?
What?
So I check it for it on your binder.
You thought I would have them done today?
We could play tic-tac-toe.
You know I can't leave today. That's not the way it works.
Got a piece of paper.
I don't want to play it, you know.
Tic-tac-toe.
2. I got afternoons. I got 2 in the afternoon.
We could also play on this. We could also play that Connect 4 game.
So,
I was bored.
is Connect 4 8 by 8? That's not a chessboard. That's only 6 by 6.
2, 4, 6.
7. Needs to be 8 by 8. Oh.
Yeah, let's play fake checkers.
I
You
mentioned
can
it,
play
right?
checkers.
I
Yeah,
mentioned it, right? Look. Yeah. It's 4.
those are even.
You can play checkers.
Yeah, let's play checkers.
What?
Here, let's use your pencils.
Yeah.
No, we need paper.
Yeah, I'll let you for this because I don't know if you need it. It would only help you. You won't get it on the final.
And will we have like questions like the Thursday question on tests?
I'm not going to tell you that. You might. Does anybody have any questions about... Oh, I should stop recording this.